Alright, what is good? Episode 25. It's the finale on the 120 gallon plywood aquarium build. I'm super happy about this. It's been a long run. Glad y'all stuck with me, and all we're doing now is waiting for this stain to dry. I sanded everything, I hand sanded everything, and then I stained it one last time. Really wanted to make sure all of this Bombay mahogany was very, very close in color from the stand to the tank. Only thing down the line that I'm probably gonna do is make a new top to go over, because that top that I made is a little heavy. I don't like it. Other than that, we are gonna get this inside real shortly, set it up, and we're gonna make this a Central American fish tank. Enjoy the finale, episode 25, man. I appreciate y'all. Alright, so now that the 50's good, paludarium's good, the 200 setup is complete, everything is in there. Loving how that came out. It is time to get the 120 finally in here. Super excited about this. This is awesome. It's not as big as I thought it would be. I thought it would actually be bigger, so that's actually a good sign, because there's so much I can do when we get this in here and then past that. So just really happy about it. And for those that ask about my workout bench being close to the fish tanks, I actually pull it out into the middle of the room. This way I don't hit any glass or acrylic. So that is the answer to that. I've been asked that a few times and people have mentioned it. So that's the answer. So let's figure out what we have to do to get this 120 in here. Alright, so this stand isn't as big as the 200 stand, but it's still pretty hefty. So anytime I take a stand or a fish tank into my man cave, I make a little, I guess, table dolly on wheels. So what I'll do is pretty much make a frame, put the boards on top to support it, and then put the stand on top of that, then the tank on top of that, and wheel it in separately, obviously. I use these little wheels. They can handle like 125, 150 if I push it, but I guess the stand isn't that heavy, I don't think. I guess we'll find out. So let's make this and get the stand in first and see what we got going on. Yeah, so now that I'm getting older, I need that pad for the knees, man. So it's not like I'm making it like a fish tank. It doesn't have to be like perfect. I just needed to roll it in there and I can take it apart after, so nothing crazy. Something. Turn it over. Oh, put some wheels on it. All right, so I'm gonna get it through the door and to the man cave. Wish me luck. All right, so we got it in, and what's cool is I can actually center it on this wall if I want. I was going to go a little bit off center, but it might just look the best there. And we did make that epoxy shelf. I thought about just putting it on the bottom here, but down the road I'm going to probably use this for another fish tank. So I know a lot of work was done on that epoxy shelf, and that's cool. You know, I really like how it came out, but when it comes down to it, I definitely want this room to be a really cool fish room, and you know, that would be dope to either have a big tank in there pretty high, or putting 2 tanks in there. I don't know, down the line, that's pretty much the plan. Also, before I do that, I am going to be making a aquarium rack to go right on this wall. So there's still going to be a lot of different projects going on. Not to mention, I do have this wall that I was going to build a 60-gallon. So there are so many different projects I got going on, and ones I got planned for the future. But right now we're on the 120 right now, so definitely cool to get this stand in here. I'm thinking I should probably just get that 120 in here and call it a day. At the same time, I do have some prep work to do, so I might have to hold it off for a minute, but we're gonna get that 120 in. I gotta get the canister filter and all the other stuff in as well. So a bunch of things I want to do, not to mention I gotta actually put a board back there. I really don't want plugs being seen, and I would like it to be black back there. So there's still a couple minor things to do, but all in all, I think it's going to be really cool. So let's get this, the rest of this done. Alright, so the board in the back is in, and I got the mat on the top of this stand. This way we can put the tank right on top of that. I always keep a mat underneath just because it levels the tank out better. Being that the tank is heavy, it doesn't do much, but I don't like to have the wood on top of wood. I'd rather have something between the stand and the tank. That's just what I do. I don't, you don't have to do it, but I feel like it's better off to do it that way. So now I'm about to get this tank in here. Let's go. All right, so it is perfectly centered. And you can see both windows, it's just on the edge of both sides. Perfectly centered. Man, I really like that. It's definitely nice. Definitely nice. Got that over there. Got a lot of rearranging to do in here, but what a great start. And my Mystic White pool filter sand came in. So I can put some sand in this, try to get the filter going, and start cycling this water right away. This way we can get them fish in there. All right. Next step is getting everything together here, making everything look nice, and setting this up. All right, so we're getting prepared to get this filter right. I'm going to use this canister filter. It's for about 100 gallons, but being that you put polyfill in, this ups it to 200 gallons because polyfill gets all of them small particles. It makes your filter so much better. I've made plenty of videos on it. I'm not going to get into it anymore, but we also got a couple nice decor here. This actually came with my 55-gallon tank. One of my neighbors dropped it off. I think that's a real cool piece. We'll put that in. This also came with it. And then these were actually 4-inch PVC drainage pipes. You could see the bell right there. I made some little wood logs out of them. I think they'll go real good in there. And I have a lot more stuff, but I think this is what I'm going to be using. So I'm going to get the filter all right, everything good, and then we're going to put in the dirt balls, we're going to put in the sand, and we're going to set this bad boy up and get it cycling today. Super happy, super psyched about this. This is going to be dope. Let's go. So I am definitely not using the carbon, which gives me more room for bio balls here. And then we got polyfill all underneath this pad, and that is gonna help so much. And then I think we do this. I think that's what we got to do there. And then this guy goes right on top. So the filter is set. All right, let's go. All right, we're about to put some sand in here, a couple dirt balls. Just wanted to get a last look at it. And I really like putting these underneath the sand. I've always loved putting these underneath the sand because it just gives nutrition underneath. Like the sand really's got no nutritional value, so putting something under it, super important if you want something planted, that is. Yeah. See, my issue is, you see that sand? That's the parrotfish. He just loves to spit it up, so he's going in this tank, but I think I'm just gonna kind of spread these in the middle he usually ends up, you know, going on the sides, digging his nest. So hopefully he doesn't really dig up too many of these and we're good in the game, but you know how it goes with the parrotfish. You never know. So now we're on to the sand here, and I got two 50-pound bags, but I don't think I'm really gonna need that much, to be honest. I will put a little bit more, but you know. Add a little bit more in. But yeah, it's gonna go real nice. Oh my God. It's definitely heavy. Yeah, I could put a little bit more sand in here because, I mean, it works. It's definitely nice, but a little bit more never hurt nobody. Yeah. All right, I think we are good. I put about 100 pounds of sand in there. Got the dirt balls underneath it. Now let's give it a little decoration. Let's see what looks good, what doesn't, and go on from there. Alright, so we got the hose in, clamped it up, and we're gonna let this slowly fill up. See how it is, see how even the floor is. I don't know how even the ground is. You can see it's a little off. It's a little bit uneven. There's nothing you can really do about it. You won't notice because you have that, but so far, so good. Alright, we're about halfway there. And finally getting rid of the glare. My wife came up with this idea here. Clamp it up. Genius. So I put some prime in because I am putting it in from the hose. I could have used the well, but I decided just to use the hose and put the dechlorinator in. Then we're going to add the stability. So once that stability goes in, the fish can be added right away. I'm not going to do that, but here's the thing. It's 80 degrees today. It actually went up in temperature. The issue is tomorrow a cold front is coming and it's dropping to 50 with a low of 35. So my fish that are outside are, yeah, I mean, the pond is the heaters are gonna work in that pond, but just think of that, 30 degrees, trying to keep it 80 degrees outside in 30-degree weather. I mean, that is a lot to ask for any heater to do. I have 2 of them in there, but still really worried about that. So that's why I'm trying to rush to get this done, to be honest. Also, I have the canister filter ready to go. I have to put the hose on. I looked for like 2 hours. This piece was actually missing. I looked all over. I finally found it, so thank God. And I do have a heater here, and I have the 24/7 lights right there. So we're gonna have it all on 24/7 cycles. I have these 3 aquariums on the same thing, and we're gonna pop it on here. When it comes to the hood, I have the hood in the garage, but I am making another one because that one is super heavy, and yeah, I really just don't want to put it on there. I'd rather just make a different hood. It is what it is. You know, I could put it on there one time just to check it out, and once, you know, the other hood is finished, I'll take the other one off. So I'll probably put it on, but that's about as far as that's gonna go. So, all right, almost 3/4 there. We will be back when it is filled up, and we're gonna work on getting this canister filter all fixed up and everything all prepped and ready to go. I already ran the air hose. I got that up there, but we got to do some measurements and make sure we get the hoses on correctly. So that being said, we'll be back when this is full. See, this cap popped off of the end, which ain't no biggie. You can see that water's flowing there. Yeah, that does not want to stay on. Okay, well, gonna have to figure out the cap situation. Alright, so I popped the bubbler right underneath there. Makes it look pretty cool. Got the heater back there. And let's see, it's 71 right now, but it'll get up there. Bubbler. Canister filter. We got a few little fixing to do, but this was the reason why I made this secret door. Everything was just going to be right there, and why I made this little cabinet in the front. Got a lot of space on this side, but right now not really worried about it. I'm worried about getting all this right. I just put the stability in here, so yeah, now it's started. We're cycling it. I'm gonna get some, want to get some plants in here and get the top on, put some lights on, and we'll check it out. See what we got going on. All right, I got the top on it. Like I said, I am building another top. It's just a little too heavy. It's very nice. It's just a little too heavy, but wanted to put everything together here, show it in full, and all the work it took to get to this point. And I did want to show you one thing. If you look at the sides of this tank here, it's 1x3s on both sides, 1x4 on the bottom and top. And if you look at the 200, it's 1x6s on both sides, 1x6s on the bottom, but 1x4 on the top. So you see the viewing panel there for the 200 is actually less than the viewing panel here for the 120. So just goes to show that if you continue to practice and you're consistent, consistency breeds success. And it just goes to show that if you continue to do something, whatever it is in life, you will get better. I really love how this came out. I'm very happy with it. It's a rewarding feeling. 25 episodes it took to get to this point. It's been a really cool series. The 120 gallon plywood aquarium build is over. The finale, finito. I appreciate everybody. Thank you for the love, and I will definitely be back in 7 days to put some fish in this. So we shall return. You know.